Hello, everyone. As part of our interview series, we are having Pragya Mishra here. She is my life coaching student and she has completed her 10 weeks program. And today we are going to know from her life coaching journey, how it has been right from the starting till the end, and what changes did she felt, and what changes actually happened in her life these 10 weeks program. So, hello, Pragya. Just tell us something about yourself. Introduce yourself a little bit. Where are you from? What do you do?
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, Mamta. My name, as Mamta says, is Pragya Mishra. I live in Delhi. I I am 45 years old, and I have been working in the field of. I am I'm a development professional working in the field of public health for the past, say, 17 years, and and uh, and currently I am being on TV, one of the biggest funding. Uh, And I have come to an end of a 10-week, extremely wonderful and very, very helpful program with Mamta. And this interview, as Mamta said, is going to be about my experience of the program and how it has helped me.
Yeah. So, Pragya, tell us when you came to life coaching, what were the issues you were facing in your life, and what are the things that made you actually come to life coaching? Can you-
So let me begin slightly with the kind of a person I am. I'm a person who is always energetic, who has an aura of nervous energy about her, and somebody who cannot sit still, somebody who is, for the past many years, say, let's take a decade, for the past decade or so, is has been full, for some reason or the other, has been full of self doubt, has been fearful, has been has not been calm at all. So my mind is always buzzing. It was never at rest, never at rest. And I think the things came to a peak when I lost my mother 2 years back. And so yeah, the things that were bubbling inside came came up suddenly. The fear, the anxiety, the apprehensiveness, uh, the self doubt, everything that was bubbling for a long time after my mother's demise came suddenly up. And it started manifesting in the slightest of things that I would do in my work, in my personal life, in the way I would interact with people. And slowly and gradually, the work that I really like, the work that gave me some kind of sanity started becoming very overwhelming for me. It was the same kind of work that I had been doing for a very long time, but suddenly everything at work became extremely overwhelming. So much so that I just knew that I can't cope up. I can't cope up. I would cry throughout the night. I would not get proper sleep. Uh, you know, I would become agitated at home, agitated at work. Uh, Slip ups started to happen. Smaller slip ups and things like that, which is a clear lack of oversight on my part. And so I just knew I had to seek help, and I need to seek help professionally. 2 years, 1.5 years back, also I sought uh, therapy. I sought grief counseling, but probably I wasn't ready at that point of time, so that was discontinued. But at six, 2 months, 2.5 months back, I had reached a point that I knew that if I do not take professional help, uh, I'm going to enter into a very, very dark period. And then I started researching as to what are the alternatives to therapy. And then I came to life coaching. And I saw a few videos of different life coaches that are on Facebook and generally on internet. I watched them and read a lot about it. So I took an entire week of researching on life coaching, watching the videos, taking one or two free master classes to understand what it is all about. And when that finished, I had a meltdown. My then I mean I did approach you. We had a telephone call, about 30 minutes telephone call, to understand what kind of a person, what kind of thing that I am looking for and how you can help me. And after that call, or after the first introductory call, I had my meltdown. I had no idea what a meltdown was. I had no idea what a panic attack was. I still do not know whether it was a meltdown or a panic attack. It had never happened in my life. So, and thankfully, because you and I had agreed to work with each other, and I did tell you about the panic attack. And from then on, the panic, I think the panic attack, not even engaging you, I mean, not even talking to you before the panic attack was something that, uh, you know, something that I thought was important. But the panic attack was the last straw. And I said, I have to do something. I have to continue here. Otherwise, I'm going, you know, I do not know what's going to happen to me.
Yeah.
And then I think the realization in me set in, and then the whole self transformation journey began from there, from our from our first session after the introductory session.
Yeah.
So,
So tell us something about how the program was. Did you find it interesting? And what all realizations you had? Tell us something about the program, 10 weeks journey, and
all
how it
right.
changed
So,
you.
yeah, uh, I am not a person. I'm not a spiritual person at all.
Yeah, you told
I
me in the first call itself.
Yes, I am. I do not. Uh, I'm an atheist and a non-spiritual person. So, and the kind of conversation we had, the first introductory call, I was very apprehensive because we are talking about universe and vibrations and positive energy. And I have never had this conversation. I have never had anything like that. I never believed anything like that ever before, till we started having the conversations and we started meeting.
Hmm.
So, but I remember you telling me, trust the program and trust me as your coach. So that became my mantra. I said, because I do, uh, things have started happening to me, things I did not think that will happen to me. You know, somebody who till the age of say 35, 36 was extremely confident, could, could be extremely assertive, do her work very efficiently. I was not the same kind of person that I was 10 years back. Think and things started happening to me that I thought would never happen to me. Panic attacks happen to other people, not to me. And that happened. So if I am experiencing things that are happening to me that were unknown to me before, my only option was to trust somebody who had the tools and the professional acumen to help me. So I think my first step was complete faith in you. I will do everything that Mamta tells me, whether I myself believe it in or not. And just because I don't believe it doesn't mean that it is not correct, it is not right, and it is not going to help. And so that faith was enough. I think it was like a faith of a child in their parents. So I think that faith took me to this 10 weeks journey. I still do not understand some of the concepts, but I do, and they are helping me. I, the first thing, the entire program, I think, is geared towards at least this one. I know you have different other programs also,
Hmm.
which you talk to your clients, but this entire 10 weeks journey, I think, was geared towards not not saving my profession or not saving my personal lives, but saving myself. Because slowly and gradually, when I started doing things that you told me to, starting with the burning bowl, you know, I started with the burning bowl. I remember you told me a story of a lady who did burning bowl and then she got an interview call,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I was hope in the initial weeks, I was hoping for a miracle. ये करेंगे तो I ये करेंगे तो miracle हो जाएगा. ये करेंगे तो I will get what I want. It doesn't work like that. It does. I mean, the entire program doesn't work like that. Yes, it makes you believe in miracles, but it is not instant gratification.
Hmm.
So, what Burning Bowl did, it did not give me what I wanted, but it got rid of the negative energy that I had, the negative thought process that I had.
Hmm.
I had over the years become a very negative person who
Hmm.
was full of frustrations and anger. If something did not go right with me, I would find a very convenient scapegoat. It could be anybody out there, but not me. Something is wrong with my life. I am not responsible. Somebody else is responsible. So that had become my mindset. So the first step was burning bowl. It started giving me some sort of calmness. And then I think the biggest takeaway, the biggest activity in terms of takeaway activity in terms for me was the meditation. It is, I think, one of the most potent tools, one of the most effective tools that you and this program has given me. And different kinds of meditation, different kinds. So I I will be very honest. I used to mock people who meditated. Right? My father meditated. So we used to mock him a lot. But then I am seeing changes in myself. The 15-minute morning meditation and the 15-minute evening meditation is my savior. I do not give up on these 30 minutes. Wherever I am, currently I am not at home, I am somewhere else where things like burning bowl cannot be done. But I will not give up on my meditation. It was very difficult for me to meditate earlier because your thoughts were running everywhere. My thoughts were running everywhere. I could not concentrate, but gradually I could concentrate. And from concentration, the next step was actually in not even enjoying, having fun doing meditation. The feeling after you do meditation, that utter calmness that was there was is wonderful, is absolutely wonderful. Then the program is, I think, totally geared towards making you realize that yes, you are in a place which may not be in alignment with you, but not everything is wrong. You could improve your current situation and you could go to a better situation. And even the place that is not in alignment with you has so much more to offer if you would only want to see it. And that realization, Mamta, came to me with the gratitude list. You know, even when you are frustrated, even when you are angry, even when your relationship with your family and your friends is not going great, you would always have at least a few things to be grateful about. And then when I started doing the gratitude list every day, I realized that I may not like the position I am in right now. I may not like the person that I have become, but not everything is lost. There are still things that I do not know, but or I have taken for granted. They are making me happy. They are making me a privileged lot. I know I will never go hungry. Whether I have a job, whether I don't have a job, I know I will never go hungry. Whether I have a job, I don't have a job, or my relationship with my father, regardless of my relationship with my father, I know I will always have a roof over my head, and that is his roof, right? So, so then, then there was something that I halfway through the program, I said, no, this cannot happen. This is something that I've only heard of. This can't happen, which is manifestation. Which is manifestation. And but then I came back to my mantra saying, believe in the program and have total trust in your coach. If she is saying she knows it because you know she's she's more professionally experienced and more professionally qualified than I can ever be in this field. And believe me, my first manifestation did not materialize.
Yeah.
I wanted to remain in the same organization.
Yeah.
It did not materialize.
Yeah.
There was this biggest review coming up. I wanted the review to go well. The review hasn't happened, and 12th is my last day, right? And but that did not happen. I was disappointed. Not disappointed that that did not happen. Disappointed that the tools and techniques didn't work. And then again I went back after a whole day of agitation. Ki kyun nahi hua? My coach told me this works and this hasn't worked for me. Why? Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong that I did not do? Or is it that the philosophy of manifestation does not align with me? The whole day went like. And then I went back saying, and by that time, I think I had opened up to the idea of when things do not work your way, probably, I will still add the word probably there are better things for you, right? Yeah. So I said, all right. But what had happened till then, whether all the tools and techniques, and also I remember your tool and technique of the spark, where you list down friends and people whom you would want to continue talking to, had made me realize that, I am a much better person now. I don't get agitated. I mean, I still get agitated, but the level and the degree of agitation is way less. I do not react to people, I respond to people. And I feel good about myself. My confidence is coming back. I have never known calmness. From the beginning, I think from the beginning, each of us, by the society and by everybody else, is made to believe, and by the tons and tons and hundreds of personality quizzes that are there, right? You are made to believe that that each person has a certain personality and they cannot change it. So till the time I entered the program, believe that I have a personality which can never be restful, which is angry, which is aggressive, which cannot find peace. And it's not a good personality to be in. right? And I always thought I cannot change it. Probably the core always might remain same. But what this program has given me are lifelong tools and techniques to be first aware that be first aware of whether what I'm doing is right or not. In the first few weeks, in the first month, that realization came after the action has been taken. So I am, for example, if I am meditating, I am doing all the things that this program and you are telling me to do, and I still shout at people, right? I will still shout at people for whatever reason. I will still get very agitated. And
Mm.
then the realization would hit me that what I did was wrong.
Yeah.
And now I've come to a point where before the program, there was no realization.
Yeah.
I am angry because, I would, in my heart, I would think it is my right to get angry because what I wanted to do, that person hasn't done.
Mm.
Then came the realization after the anger was expressed. And
Mm.
now the realization is, I know I'm going to say something and then I stop myself. I said, I will say the same thing, but not in this tone, not with these words. And yes, I have resigned from my job. Yes, I am. Yes, the manifestation that you and I worked on did not work in that particular circumstance. But I have been right now, I am the calmest person I've ever been. And I think, the tool that you told us about, that told me about the E codes and the D codes. I had throughout my life believed in the D codes.
Means
I
disempowering
am
belief.
not good.
Disempowering belief.
No, my disempowering beliefs were just too much. I started believing the disempowering beliefs that I had about myself.
You were manifesting something and it didn't work
Yeah.
out, right? And then something better happened, right? How did that happen?
Yes.
Yeah, tell us about
All right. So I was manifesting for remaining in this organization.
that.
And I was also manifesting for one of a very, very huge review that was coming that I was responsible for. And in this particular organization, I manifested, it did not come true because I for things turn as things took a sudden turn and I had to tender my resignation. And and then after the resignation was tendered, uh, I started approaching anybody and everybody whom I knew, which is a very small circle of people, saying that I am available and I am open to interviews and leads, etc., which fit my experience and skill set.
Mm-hmm.
And out of the blue, in this process, I contacted one of my ex colleagues and a friend whom I was not in touch for the past 3 years, at least 3 years. And the moment I sent him friends and I was in a metro, he immediately responds saying, yes, I know something that you might be interested in. He told me in 2 lines, and my interest peaked. My interest totally peaked. It was short-term consultancy, but my interest totally peaked. And from the metro, I I emailed him my CV, which he wanted. That was on a Saturday last week. Saturday last week afternoon, and Saturday the offices are closed. Sunday the offices are closed. Monday evening, Monday afternoon, yeah, early evening, this colleague of mine tells me that my name has been approved. And Monday night at around 8 o'clock, I get a call from the said office saying, "Can you come on Tuesday for an interview?" I go there. I go there and I'm told my files have, it's my files have my name has been put for formal approval, and the
Mm.
head of the department has who's currently not in India has given a go ahead for my name.
Mm.
I said, let me give manifestation a chance once more. Whether it
Yeah.
comes true or doesn't come true, I will at least channelize my positive thoughts.
Mm.
Then, and one of the YouTube videos that you shared was
Mm.
about Esther Hicks and Jerry Hicks,
Yeah.
and different kinds of books that they had written. So I was current at that point of time reading a particular book by them called Ask and It Is Given. And it talked about a similar technique of manifestation that you and I had talked about.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Mm.
It said, do it at least twice in a day. I
Mm.
did that twice in a day for 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Mm.
Monday, till Monday I did. And then once I had done, I was told that my name has been approved. So, and it is a short-term consultancy. It is work from home. And it is a good deal of increment on my current salary.
Yeah.
So all the things I remember talking to you about. I
Mm.
remember talking to you about the work from home aspect. I wish I had work from home. I wish I had I, all the three or four things that I talked to you about. I kept telling me of my job that I would really like to be in. This has most of it. This
Yeah.
has most of it, and this is by far the most effortless thing that has ever happened to me. Effortless. And this is for the first time ever that I have tendered my resignation and I have got a job before even my notice period is over. And and something else is happening, which I did not have a time to tell you uh, be- because of the sessions. Organizations have started approaching me for interviews.
Wow.
I had started sending my CV. I had started sending my CV. So some organizations, there are two or three organizations that they wanted to interview me or they want to interview me. So I am thinking on that because I do have this. I am thinking on that. But the point that, I have submitted my CV 5 days back. It usually takes about 15 days, 20 days for organizations to come back to you. So something that you have done 5 days back or 10 days back comes back saying, we liked your CV and we would want to talk to you about it is also very rare for me. Very rare. Because I do not know whether I told you or not. I get things. But I have to struggle.
Struggle.
Throughout my life, I have to struggle to get
That is
what I
equal
wanted.
to me. I get things, Mamta, but I always have to struggle.
I know, I told you that मिलती हैं लेकिन इतना जद्दोजहद करना पड़ता है that I got used to that जद्दोजहद. Right from what college I want to which subject I want to study, which organization I want to go, I've got everything, whether and never instant, always delayed, but a lot of struggle. And when this job happened in flat 2 days time, it is nothing less than a miracle for me. Nothing less than a miracle. But then again, coming back to where I started, I think this entire program has made me a person that I never thought I could be. A person who enjoys people's company. I've started going and meeting friends. I have started making new friends. I was also always of the opinion that, I still believe that the number of friends don't matter. But now this program has made me believe that you can make friends at whatever time and stage of your life you are at. You can make friends even at 45. You can meet like-minded men and women and be friends with them even when you are 50 or 60 or 80. I've met a wonderful group of women my age. Uh, we are not always in the same city, but I've met them. Whoever is in the same city, I've met them. I've met other people. I I haven't had a single fight with my father since the program began. And I remember you telling me, once you open up, the universe gives what you are seeking is already seeking you. So while I was seeking, stabilization in my relationship with my father, or I was seeking a harmonious relationship with the other people, the the other relatives who are very, very dear to me. But in the last 2 years, I was, I was not in a mindset or a headspace to interact with them. The moment I opened myself in the last 2 months, and not consciously, people have started coming and meeting me. People have started coming and meeting me. Relatives have made certain plans to come and meet us. That currently, one of my cousins is staying with us for her internship. It's just so wonderful. I did not even have to go and meet them. They were all coming to me.
Yeah.
All these people whom I wanted to meet and make amends with. I did not have to step I did not even have to step outside my city. They were all coming to me and staying with me. And the best part was I was enjoying meeting them and enjoying talking to them, enjoying being around them. So, me in my life are not my professional accomplishments, are not my academic accomplishments. क्योंकि मेहनत कोई भी मेहनत करेगा उसको मिल जाएगा. If you So, yes, my academic accomplishments are very, very important to me. My professional accomplishments are important to me. But the personal growth that I have seen in me in the last 2 months, I never thought I could achieve. For Pragya to have a calm mind, to be not insecure, to not be agitated that she doesn't have a job and where her next job will come, or to be calm and to meet the deadlines without getting overwhelmed. And even when you get a new job, telling yourself that, not even telling yourself, actually believing that you will deliver. You have the capacity, you have the capability to deliver is something that only this program has given. And I know you keep saying that there are times when things happen for the best. I think my meltdown happened for the best.
Yeah.
Had it not been for the meltdown, I would not have realized how desperately in need of professional help I was. And it is just not me saying that I have changed. My friends are telling me I have changed. My sister is telling me I have changed. They can't put a finger. Kya change hua? My father is telling me I have changed. He has the biggest evidence. I have not fought with him. But apart from him, nobody else has an evidence that, they can't put a finger on what has changed in me. And as one of my friends says, your vibration has changed. She's told me n number of times, Pragya, I know you for the past 3 years. I have met you many times, but in the last 2 or 3 times that I have met you, your entire vibration has changed. You seem more relaxed. And in the, and it has also had a positive health effect. I think a positive health effect on me. The constant headaches have, the headache that I would have right in the morning till the evening, that have lessened to a great degree. My There was a sentence that I used to say, and I used to, because whether the day was light, whether the day was hectic at work, I would say it at least 5 times a day. Arey, hum to thak gaye. But then I realized that, no matter how hectic the day is, physically I may be tired. Mentally, I am not. Mentally, I am not. Yes, physically you are, because you are running around and, you are standing and things like that. Physically, I may be tired, but mentally, I am still very light. And I do not know whether you believe it or not, whether other people believe it or not. I have this sense of, physical lightness. My hands seem very light. My steps seem very light. My entire body is so light. Earlier I used to feel, I never thought it was heavy, but now that I'm feeling the lightness of my own body, वो पहले heavy रही होगी. पहले heavy रही होगी because I have never experienced this lightness ever of the body. I'm not talking about the mind, of the body. And then what this program has also given me is a perspective on self-improvement. I was the person who used to mock people, who would read books on self-improvement. But what I realized during this program is that I am procrastinator. I had the mindset of I will do it, I will do it for everything. And if it is work, it will be done, but at the last moment. Right? अभी तो 2 दिन है, अभी तो 4 दिन है, अभी तो 6 दिन है. 4 दिन 6 दिन करते करते लास्ट के 2 दिन आ जाएंगे, then I would rush and do it, and things would be done. And when it came to personal life, I will do it, and either I will do it at the last moment or I will not do it at all. When this realization hit me, I read a book on procrastination. It had a lot of tools and techniques. I picked one. I just picked one tool and technique.
Would love to know the name of the book as well.
I will let you know. I don't remember it right now. I think I've read so many books in the past few months that I don't remember. I will share it with you. So just, and what has happened now is that at least with that particular tool and technique, I am aware whether I'm procrastinating, and I take immediate steps to rectify it. So documents that I would initially tell myself I will read, I read them now, and much before the deadline. I do my exercise regularly. The 30-minute workout that I do. And yes, I am somebody who now gets up at 5:30 with or without the alarm clock.
Wow. Yeah. So how many areas
I remember you telling me
in these
I never thought I would get up at 5:30 without the alarm clock, and willing to get up at 5:30. हमसे तो 6:30 बजे भी नहीं उठा जाता था. But now here I am, at least for that one day where I sleep and I get up at 7 o'clock or 6:30 without the alarm clock. I am right now at somebody else's place. And I slept late and I forgot to put the alarm, and then I got up and it was 5:15.
Yeah.
So yes, the program I mean, I will keep on rambling. I will keep on talking about the program and how it has impacted me. But yes, I think the tools and techniques that this program gives you is are your lifelong friends. You can use them at any point of the time.
Mhm.
And Mamta, you have been incredible. You have been incredibly patient. You have, and I think you are one of the in the last few months. Every time I would come with you, come to you for an achievement. Ye ho gaya. You would be the first person to tell me that you're proud of me.
Yes, I am proud of you. I am proud of you. And I'm really proud of the kind of work you have done, the kind of passion, the kind of passionately you've done everything. And when you are saying that I'm feeling so light because of the healing work, and not every person does it.
Yeah.
You have released so many pain bodies from your body. That is why,
I have.
yes, that is why.
No,
That is
but I
because
think
of your own
it's
hard work. Yeah, your own commitment.
I think it is all no, I tell you something. My commitment was there because of the way you interacted with me. Yes, my situation was there too. But you know, you are a kind of coach who gently prods people. Gently prods people. Which coach will send you a message, a WhatsApp message at 4:50 saying, "Good morning, we have a session." Which coach will tell which coach will ask you that have we discussed these activities, have you done these activities? You have a very gentle way of nudging people towards the fulfillment of their commitment, and it's a huge contrast that I am seeing. You know, the kind of, I think it's not just with my work. Everywhere you go, at least in the professional life, you don't do something, you're shouted at, you're screamed at, you are belittled, right? And I was facing all these things. And that is why I got emotional when I said you told me that you are proud of me. In the last many months, in the last many months, you are the only person who's told me this. So what happens is when there is somebody who is in a certain field more professionally qualified than you, more experienced than you in that field, tells you that they have faith in you, and not just faith, that they have evidence to have faith in you. I did something good, and then it made you feel good. No, you have that evidence, and then you express that feeling of pride. That I think that did wonders for me. That did wonders for me. And
You,
I think consciously or unconsciously, I have started adopting a very similar kind of interaction pattern with my team as well, the team I work with. So, yes, thank you very much.
thank you so much, Pragya. And I am grateful that you joined, because a person who is, so qualified and working at such a big level in such a good organization, is having so much of experience, but you just needed a little direction in your life, nothing else, right? And I'm so happy that I was able to show you that direction towards clarity, and I could help you. I'm very, very happy. And I'm thankful that you are part of my community. Thank you so much.
Same here, Mamta. Same here. Thank you so much.
what would you like to tell people if they'll ask about whether they should join the program or not? Any one line or two lines to people who are thinking whether they should go ahead and invest in themselves, because the amount is also huge, right? So, what would you like to say about the
Yeah.
amount they charge for life coaching, and whether it is justified or not, and whether people should join it or not? Just one or two lines.
Okay. So I, if for any reason, if for any reason anybody feels that they need direction in their lives, I think they should join. And yes, I am privileged enough to be able to afford the cost of the course. But I know you. What you have done with a few of your clients is to to assess their needs and the cost, and calibrate accordingly.
Yeah.
So I also know that. But if you have, if for any reason anybody has a loss of direction or a sense that they are not achieving their full potential, I think this kind of a course is their best course.
Thank you so much, Pragya, for those words. I'm sure many people are able to get a lot of insight about the program and what kind of work we did. So I'm sure they'll be able to get a lot of insight about the programs, and you helped them certainly. You inspired many people. You have no idea. Unknowingly, you did that. Thank you so much for joining with. Thank you.
Thank you, Mamita. Thank you so much.